Assalamu alaikum ji. Hello everyone. My name is Mohammed Amin and I'm official representative at NC Research. Today's video will be on Australia and specifically it will be on Melbourne. Melbourne has decided to scrap the requirement for quarantine for nationals that are coming in Australia now. Now details will be shared in this particular video, and Qantas Airline has announced some new routes, some flight schedules that will be discussed in this video as well. So kindly do watch the full video, and for all those people who haven't subscribed our channel, kindly subscribe the channel so that you can get the latest information on daily regular basis, right? Now the State Premier of Victoria, that is Daniel Andrew, has announced on this particular Friday that the requirement for quarantine will be scrapped for fully vaccinated travelers, right? Now, as you all know, from November, Australia is planning to bring back their nationals, PR holders, back to Australia, back to their home. So this particular plan will be for them, number one. Number two, if they want to enter Melbourne from any country, the first step will be that they have to take a pre-COVID-19 test. Before boarding on the plane, they have to take a pre-COVID-19 test. After that, they will the flight will take off. They will land in Melbourne, and when they will land in Melbourne, within next 24 hours, they have to take another COVID-19 test, just to you can say just to take a check, because Australia is not going to take that much of a risk. So they are going to take another test after landing in Melbourne within next 24 hours. The point is they don't have to quarantine because they are fully vaccinated. They don't have to quarantine in hotels. They don't have to quarantine at homes as well. They are fully vaccinated. All they have to do is to take a pre-COVID test, and after landing in Australia, in Melbourne, they have to take within next 24 hours, they have to take another COVID-19 test. That will be the total requirement, and we have to keep that in mind, that this particular plan right now is for nationals only. We can say this, it is a plan A, because in plan B, visitors and other visa classes will be included, but right now this particular plan is for nationals only. So this is a great news as far as Melbourne is concerned. First, New South Wales took the lead, and now Victoria is going to follow them as well, and that is exactly what PM Scott Morrison has said recently, that I hope that Victoria will follow New South Wales, which now they are going to. Now, the Qantas Airline has scheduled their flight schedule as well. They are saying that they will resume their flights with Singapore from 23rd of November, 2021. As PM Scott Morrison has also already announced it by the end of November. The travel bubble with Singapore will start, because they have 84% vaccination rate in Singapore, and they're going to start by the end of this month. So Qantas Airline has also announced that they will start their flights to Singapore by 23rd of November. 11,000 employees of Qantas Airline are going back to work now. It's a big thing. 11,000 employees are going to work now. They're going to earn their money now. They will be able to run their house now. So it is a good news as far as economic sector is also concerned. 11,000 employees is not a joke, right? And other than that, the airline will operate flights 3 days a week, ramping up to daily flights from 18 December. Jetstar will fly from Melbourne and Darwin to Singapore from 16th of December. The national carrier also announced it would launch a new route for Sydney to Delhi, India, on 6th of December 2021. 3 return flights a week, building to daily flights by the end of the year. The routes will operate until at least late March, then will be contingent on demand. Right, in the rest of the update, they have also announced that Sydney to Fiji flights will be brought forward to by 7th of December. Sydney to Johannesburg flights will resume on 5th of January 2022, 3 months earlier than scheduled. Sydney to Bangkok flights will resume on 14th January 2022, more than 2 months earlier than scheduled. And Sydney to Phuket Jetstar flights will resume on 12th January, more than 2 months earlier than scheduled. Now, Qantas Airline is giving you the flight schedules to so many places, and they have announced a new route for Delhi as well. They are going to take flights to Fiji as well. They are going to take flights to Johannesburg, Bangkok, Phuket. There are many places, there are many countries there now. Australia is going to take flights, Qantas Airline is going to take flights, and it is only because from the top management they have got this particular news that they are going to open up international borders. And this is exactly what happens when the PM of a particular country announces a statement. When news comes from the top management, top leadership, it results out. Right now, Australia is focused now. Australia is you can say happy now, and they are going to open up the international borders. PM Scott Morrison has also announced that they are going to include other international travelers. They are hopeful the way they are going, they will be able to bring them back international visitors. They will be able to bring back international visitors before the end of this year, which means before Christmas. So fingers crossed. All of us should be hopeful, and everything is going to be fine, inshallah. So to conclude this particular video, Melbourne has scrapped the requirement for quarantine for fully vaccinated nationals, right? You have to take a pre-COVID test, and after landing in Melbourne, within the next 24 hours, you have to take a test. You can go to your home, you can go to your family, you don't have to quarantine at all if you are fully vaccinated and if you are landing in Melbourne and if you are an Australian national. And Qantas Airline has announced so many routes now, so many new routes, flight schedule proper, say, they have announced. So it's a good news. So what I'm trying to say, on daily regular basis, Australia is announcing something, and now PM Scott Morrison is facing the media on a daily regular basis, reporters on daily regular basis, and he's announcing daily updates. And this clearly, categorically shows that Australia is moving towards opening up of the international borders. These all factors basically include, previously it was that there were pilot programs, then there was state approval, then there was federal approval was not coming, then federal approval came, then COVID-19 Delta variant came, and all those things got shut down. So they were a bit of, you can say, lollipops to the international students and international community. But these are the news. These are the particular statements that we always wanted to hear from our premier of our country, from PM Scott Morrison of Australia, and now he is giving these particular statements. So these are good positive statements. It is a good positive sign. Kindly be on the positive side and hope for the best. Inshallah, by the end of this year and by the start of the next year, you will see more and more international visitors coming to Australia. Right? So I hope you have liked this video. Can you do tell me in the comment section what are your views regarding this video? What are your views regarding the statements of PM Scott Morrison and Daniel Andrew? Right? So thank you very much for your time. Take care. Allah Hafiz.